Welcome. I invite you to relax. Assuming you have prepared your lists and adequately reflected upon them, we will begin this guided meditation by speaking about and finding the now. The essence that is you lives in the now. The egoic you, the one that has been carefully shaped by experiences throughout the course of your life, that you lives almost exclusively in the past, through memories of triumphs or defeats, or in the future via plans and dreams. Your essence, your true self, lives exclusively in the now and always waits patiently in hope that you might join in and gain from the experience. When putting yourself in the now, you become the observer to your own life, an observer without judgment or opinion, one that just observes and accepts whatever the moment presents. In that state, in that now, you connect to a higher level of consciousness, your own. When you are in the now, I can speak with that part of you which always has your soul's best interest in mind. When I speak to you while you are in the now, your ability to discern, your truth meter is much more sensitive. You are much more intuitive. At a minimum, you will believe that I truly believe what I am saying. And for some, that may be enough. Relax in your space, get comfortable, open your eyes or close them, whatever feels right for you. I tend to just stare off into the distance to find my now. Think about how you're breathing. Just relax and take a few long, deep breaths and allow yourself to fall gently into the now as you switch into a space of acceptance of what is. In this space, there are no worries for the future or concerns for the past. Nothing in the future or past can affect you in the now, unless it is happening now. The only thing happening now is that you are falling into the now while listening to me. You are the observer. Now become more aware of your breathing and feel it, slow and steady, comfortably rising and falling while you quietly experience your now. What you see, what you hear, smell, sense, it is all here in the now. You are in control and free of your ego, which makes this a pain-free zone, one you can visit anytime you like. It is a comfortable place where you can exist purely as you are and not as a reflection of the perceptions of others. You are the one who needs to hear what I have to say. It is to you that these words must resonate. And for the sake of this meditation, I ask that you listen and accept my words as my truth. And remember, keep yourself in the now. From this point on, accept what I lay before you as truth. In order to fully awaken, there are certain truths you must accept. The first truth is this: you are eternal. You shall never die. You transmute. You change, but you are always you inside. This is a major truth that you must accept to fully awake. Your body is a suit or vessel that holds the consciousness that is you. You are a sovereign, multi-dimensional being of free will. There are many in the world who have worked to hide such knowledge from you and everyone else, but their time is coming to an end. And so, in this lifetime, we all incarnated with many, many other souls that we love dearly. We did this to share this final 3D experience on Earth together and to usher in a new golden age. The amazing thing is that when we incarnate, we actually ask those souls we love and care most about to do those things that need be done, to pay back our karmic debt. Why? Why would we want someone who we love to hurt us? Because if your karma calls for you to get 5 lashes, to get whipped 5 times in this life, wouldn't you want the person applying the whip to be someone whose instinct is not to want to whip you in the first place, rather than someone who you do not know spiritually and who might actually enjoy wielding the whip? We ask those we love to be the ones who hurt us because we trust that they will go only as far as karma demands. We trust them. That is the real truth about the world you live in. Odds are just about everyone you know and have ever had more than a couple thoughts about is someone very important to you on the other side of the veil, especially those who hurt us. That is very, very important to remember. So why do those in control hide the fact that we are eternal, that we are equal, that we are all-powerful? Why do they hide it from those they wish to control and govern? Because as long as we believe we are not in control of our lives, as long as we believe we are divided in so many levels, as long as we are effectively played against each other, we cannot wake up to our true potential. Think of our life on earth as a dream, and those in control know it is a dream. Their knowledge allows them to find their potential and to hide ours. They use this knowledge within the dream to control us and keep us divided. Today, the dreamers, you and me, we are waking up within the dream and are now beginning to take control of it. This makes the controllers very afraid because they really do not know what we're capable of. They are worried that we will be upset with them and seek vengeance. What they cannot grasp is that once one receives the wondrous gift of fifth dimensional consciousness, one also receives fifth dimensional understanding. Those that would control us performed their role admirably in what was only a single master stroke by the Prime Creator. We do not hate them. We love them for the lessons they provided, lessons learned in service to the Prime Creator, which created them as well as us. They need not ever fear us, but this is indeed our time. So from this point on, we will move forward with the understanding that our lives are about learning lessons and resolving issues of karma. The controllers of this world have kept it in a constant state of conflict and division to keep us in fear and out of the now. It is in the now state where we are most powerful. As eternal beings, you chose this existence of forgetting, believing you are not connected to the source. You chose the veil. But you have always been connected, and now you are finding your way back, just like you said you would. We will now focus on your first list, the list of all the times you were hurt, physically or emotionally. This could be emotional abuse from parents, spouses, friends, neighbors, anyone. It could be a traumatic accident or physical abuse by any of the same, or in some cases, sexual abuse by a stranger or someone you know. It's understandable how any of these conditions can cause pain. It is also understandable how often the mere thought of these events can easily return us to the pain. Our minds are very powerful. Staying in the now, I want you to cycle through the events you meditated about previously. Who was there? Who did what? What did you feel? What you suppose they were feeling? We often segregate emotional pain and physical pain as if they are separate, but they are one and the same in different manifestations. Prolonged or intense physical pain often leads to equally painful emotional trauma, whereas emotional trauma often manifests in the physical. They are both part of our pain body, which we carry along with us through life. Why do we do this? Because we are noble souls, living in simulated separation from Source. We believe we must remember the pain in order to honor the lesson. We did not know any better, but now we do. Your pain existed for a reason. It repaid a karmic debt that could have accrued over 100 lifetimes, or perhaps only one. It does not matter. What does matter is that everything that happened to you in this lifetime was supposed to happen. You agreed to it before incarnating. It could have been for karmic reasons, to learn lessons, or both. Every bad thing that ever happened to you happened because you agreed to have it happen. Think of all the physical and emotional pain you've ever endured. Understand that the ones who hurt you the most are probably the ones closest to you across the veil. They love you, and you should love them back, and you will. You have learned your lessons. You've repaid your karmic debt. You are allowed to let it go now. It is time. I want you to visualize wrapping all those memories of pain into what I call a dark ball of the past. As you energetically wrap up your pain, I want you to imagine shooting this dark ball of energy from your heart into the universe with an intention of it finding me. I will receive it, if that is your intention, and I will transmute that pain into oblivion forever and return an amplified ball of light energy back into your heart chakra. This is what I do. I won't even notice, but you may possibly feel something when it returns. Please do that now. You have taken the first step. Thank you. Staying in the now, I want you to again focus on your breathing and to settle in comfortably once again as the observer. We must now talk about the people you've hurt and the times you've hurt them. This is never comfortable to think about. These are thoughts that creep into our heads out of nowhere and make us cringe inside. We know what we do. We know what we've done and how we've hurt others. This can be even harder to process and release than being hurt ourselves. But the same applies. You hurt people because they asked you to. You hurt them because you love them, and they trusted you to only hurt them enough to get the job done. And you did, and you were awesome. So every hurtful thing you've done, every time you've been angry, mean, or hurtful towards another, was ultimately because you love them. This is how life works. You have done this time and time again over countless lives with the same group of souls, over and over. So now it's time to let that go as well. To understand that every mistake you thought you made, every time you hurt someone, was nothing more than you doing exactly what you were asked to do. How can there be guilt or regret in that? You have done well. So once again, take that aspect of your pain, wrap it in a dark ball of energy, and launch it into the universe at me. It cannot hurt me, and I will transmute it into light and return it in abundance. Thank you. At this point, we must only remain in the now for a while longer. But you may find yourself spending more and more time there, especially when you awaken. So once again, you are the observer. You are that amazing being that lives within the egoic you. But this is your home where you thrive. As an observer, I want you to think about all the things from which you have difficulty withholding judgment. Everyone judges something. Some have issues with race, sex, religion, homosexuality, ethnicity, you name it. I spent a lot of time judging other drivers, as well as those who I viewed as unsympathetic towards the suffering of others. We all judge, and that was something I worked particularly hard at improving prior to my awakening. But when you know what I know, you cannot judge. How can anyone feel worthy enough to do that which even the Prime Creator does not do? There are no mistakes in creation. All creations are equally valued. In a world where everyone has a role to play, one that they agreed to before they were even born, can we really judge anyone for playing their role? Especially for playing their role really well. So let go of the judgment. It is the variety of creation that projects its wonder. It is the wonder of creation that is calling upon you now to release all judgment into the ether, out through your heart chakra and into mine, where it will be transmuted, forever erased, and forged into light. It is time to cleanse and release, to let go of all your pain, and claim your rightful place as a sovereign, divine, multi-dimensional being of free will. You must remember, it's time to wake up to who and what you are. You are the new earth. Now wake up and help free her, please. I love you. Thank you, and may God bless you.